What's up guys, this is Malik Assad and welcome to my YouTube channel. The rank list is due next week, and in this video I wanted to share 5 thoughts or 5 tips that I hope can help you in making one of the toughest decisions in your residency journey, which is how to make your rank list. So let's get started. The first thing I recommend is to know your priorities. What is important to you? Is it being close to family? Is it being in a specific location? Is it the cost of living, clinical training, research, all the factors that can matter to you? What is your goal after your residency? Are you going to residency just to know how to practice and go to private practice afterwards? Or you're hoping to do a fellowship or to be part of the academic medicine, do research, have a lab? So what is important to you? Try to identify these things that can matter to you. What are your goals after your residency? And probably write a list of these things and put them in order of preference. What is more important? Some people, everything is important to them. I would love to live in a nice city with less hours of work, with amazing clinical training and amazing research, but that's realistically does not exist. So make this list of your preferences, your priorities, what is important to you, and what is your goal after residency, and that can help you in making the decision of where you want to go. The second thing is, what does the program offer you? Because programs differ in their personality, in their culture, in their training. So after you know what you want from residency, try to identify what does the program offer, and if what the program offers fit with what you're looking for. Different things that the program offer are clinical training, and this is honestly, especially for me, is the most important thing, because residency is to get clinical training and clinical experience, and this is, I believe, the one thing that you should not compromise on, because you get training and you get residency once in your life, and you want to make the best use out of it and get the most out of it. And clinical training is a very broad term. What does clinical training mean? It can mean the volume of cases. How many patients does this hospital see? Is it in a place where there are not enough patients, not much volume? Or is it in a very busy place, level 1 trauma center, with so many emergencies, so many patients? The volume gives you experience. One thing to be careful about regarding volume is that volume has to be paired with diversity of cases, because you don't want to be seeing the same exact case over and over again. You can learn how to treat pneumonia if you do it maybe 5 times, 10 times. You don't need to do it 1,000 times to learn how to do it. The same for surgery. Appendectomy, you don't need to do 2,000 appendectomies to be able to do appendectomy. So if the hospital has volume from this case, perfect. But you also want to see the other types of cases. So the diversity of cases is extremely important. If you know specifically what you want to go into and the hospital has specific high volume of that specific case, then perfect. But what if you change your mind during residency? I know a lot of residents who were interested in one specific area of medicine and they went into residency and they changed their mind. So unless you're 100% sure about your path after residency clinically, go to the place that would offer you the broadest experience, diversity-wise and volume-wise, because volume would lead to experience and diversity would make you more able to practice in different areas of medicine. Go to the place that can offer you what you're looking for. So for example, I talked about in the first point about your goals. What is your goal after residency? Is it to do primary care? Is it to do fellowship? Does this program offer this? Has anybody from this program previously succeeded in pursuing a fellowship? For example, after internal medicine, cardiology is one of the most competitive fellowships. Has anybody from this program succeeded in getting a cardiology fellowship if this is what you're interested in? So how do you know these factors? And I'll talk about that more in the third point, but you have to identify what did the program offer. Clinical wise, as I said, volume, diversity of cases, opportunities after you graduate, jobs wise. Are you able to get a good job after you train in this program? Are you able to pursue the fellowship you want to do? If you're interested in academic medicine or surgery, is this a possibility after training in this program? Because honestly speaking, not all programs can offer you that. Not all programs you can go and do academic medicine. Not all programs you can do research at. They don't have the infrastructure. Some programs are heavy on clinical research. Is this something you're interested in? Some programs are more heavy on basic science research. If you want to do basic science research and this program has zero infrastructure, zero support for basic science, probably this is not a good fit for you. Another thing that is extremely important, and this for me personally comes after I secure that this program will be able to achieve my goals after I finish, clinical wise and research wise, comes the personality of the people and the culture. Because you'll be living with these people for 3 years, maybe 5, maybe 6, depending on what residency you're pursuing. So it is important to be in a place where you feel you can get along with these people. There are people who can get along with anyone. That's perfect. But does this program culture fit with you? Will you be happy there? Because being happy is extremely important, not only for you to be happy, but it can also reflect on how much time you want to spend in the hospital, how much time you want to work, you want to give more. It makes you a more motivated person who would want to give always more and more to their work. So try to see if you can fit with this group, or I think a better term for that somebody told me about is you belong. Do you feel that you belong with these people? You want to spend day and night with them, especially residency. It comes from the word reside, which means you spend your whole time in the hospital. So is this a group of people you want to spend the time with? So in summary, the second point refers to the program. Are they able to offer you what you're looking for clinically? Are they able to offer you research, your goals, ability to get jobs, and this nice feel that to belong? But how can you know? That brings us to our third point. My third tip today about making your rank list is gather as much information as possible. Previously, most medical students were able to go on away rotations, experience the program in person, spend a month with that specific program and get a clear idea of what the program stands for, the culture, the clinical training. But how can you know that when you're doing virtual interviews, when you've never been to the place? Well, it's not optimal, but there are still ways to know about the program. First is through social events, the virtual ones that the program did prior or after the interview. Through the interview itself, you can still gather information. Every person probably you interviewed with gave you some chance to ask questions. You've probably talked to the residents, gathered some information. So that's one. From the program itself, through their website, through social events, through the interview itself. Another pathway of getting information about the program is people who trained at the program. Let's say you are friends with someone who is a graduate of that program, and that happened to me. I've known some of the graduate of certain programs I interviewed at, and I reached out to them. I asked them if they can give me some time to talk about the program. I prepared the questions and I asked them about the program, their experience, and I collected information from these people, and that was extremely helpful because this is an inside view. These people spent years in that program and they probably know more about the program than me, who interviewed for an hour or two with that program. So recent graduates. Another avenue of collecting information is talking to the residents outside the interview. So most of the places I interviewed at, they gave us the contact information of the residents, and I reached out to the residents and I told them, are you able to give me some time to ask some questions I have about the program? And nobody told me no. Everyone I reached out to were extremely happy to talk to me about the program and tell me if they answer any questions I have. So try to reach out to the residents, because sometimes it might not be comfortable to ask a question in front of 10 other applicants or 20 other applicants or in front of the faculty. So reach out to the residents, talk to them one-on-one, and let them answer any questions you have about the program. Another avenue is talking to your mentors. They might know somebody who trained there, or they might have an idea about about the program, what their recent graduates have done, how good the clinical training is, how is the culture there. So your mentors are a great resource of collecting information, and also applicants who might be medical students at these programs, or might know somebody who rotated last year at the institution, or somebody who is currently a resident. So the applicants can be a good resource of information, but I want to caution you to take every information very carefully, because sometimes there are some information about the program that might not be true. It's just rumors about the program, that the program might not be good or amazing. So always listen to as many people as possible, and also people from the program, so you can get the most clear idea about the training, the culture, the research, everything you want to know about the program. Now moving on to our fourth point. After you identified your goals, you identified what the program offers, and you collected as much information possible about the program, make the decision based on you, not on the other applicants. If you see that everyone is interested in this program, that means it's probably good, so I want to rank this program high. No, make the decision based on all the factors I mentioned, because you cannot say that a program is better than the other, because everyone has different goals. Maybe this program is better for you, but not for me. Maybe this program is good for everyone else except me. So make the decision based on your goals, your criteria, and after you collect as much information as possible about the program. Collect the information that they give you. Listen to them. Listen very carefully about what they tell you and why they would rank this program higher or lower. But at the end of the day, it's your decision, it's your life, it's your goals. Make this decision based on whether this program will be able to give you what you want to achieve in your life, and if you'll be happy there. And finally, our fifth tip, give it some time. Don't make your list and certify it or submit it at the same time. Make your list, let it sit for a day or two. One suggestion is to make another separate rank list without looking at the first one and see if they match. If they match, that's probably a good reflection that this is your real rank list. If not, think about it again, let it sit for a day, and then submit your rank list. Don't leave it to the last moment. I recommend submitting your rank list at least a day or two before the deadline, in case there were some technical issues with the website. So in summary, identify your goals, identify your priorities, what is important to you and what you want to achieve in your life. See what each program offers by collecting as much information as possible from your mentors, from other medical students, from residents, from the interview, and make your decision based on your goals, not other people's goals or other people's opinion. It's your decision. This is where you want to go based on your goals, your where you think you'll be happy. Make that decision. Don't make it in one day and submit. Make your rank list, let it sit for a few days, look at it again, and then you can submit it. I hope this 5 tips and 5 thoughts can help you in any way when you're making your rank list. This is just my opinion. If you have any thoughts or any other suggestions that I might be benefiting from, please leave them in the comments below and we can have a discussion about that. If you like the video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so you get notified when I post future videos about the residency match process or research. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter at Malki Assad, or my Facebook page, Malki Assad MD. I thank you so much for sticking with me for this video, and see you in future videos.